like that. You can be like Spider-Man stop motion video or something like that. I have like 3 applications open, so this is taking forever to load. And that's another thing about Premiere that you really need to know, is that like anything with a black dot down here is currently open. So obviously I'm screen recording this, that's why QuickTime is open. I do have Google open. I probably should close that, but I just don't want to because I don't want to lose my tabs. But I would recommend that you guys close Chrome, and you would actually have to right click on it and say quit to really close it. But here's where you would name it. But let's say you want to get started in Premiere. You've downloaded all of the sound effects that you need, and music and all of that stuff. So the first thing you do is you go to Add Media, you click Files and Folders, and then wherever those files and folders are saved on your computer, let's say they're on your desktop, let's say it's these 2, and then I've got like this right here. I go ahead and click Import, and let's say I wanted to import some stuff from my downloads. Let's say all my audio files are in my downloads, because when I downloaded them from Kapwing, that's where they are. You're going to click Add Media again, Files and Folders, and then this time you just click on your downloads. And once it loads, again, it's taking forever because I have so many applications open. Let me see what I have in here. So here's a song that I have, so I could click that. Let's say I also had I don't really think. Here's just some random noises I have. So I've got like that one, and let's say that's it. So I click Import. So now I have these audio files. These are MP3s. That's why there's no thumbnail like these. So when you download from Kapwing, make sure you download the MP3 for audio files. So let's say I want to start building my package for the stop motion unit. I'm just going to click, let's say I want this one down here. And let's say I want to put my second scene in. And again, sorry this is taking so long. I have too many applications open. Let's say I have my second scene and it's right here. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And then let's say I have my third scene right here. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Now, obviously yours has to be 2 minutes. I'm just doing this just to show, what to do. Now, as you can see here, let me zoom in a little bit on my timeline. This one actually has audio. So you see audio 1. These have nothing in it, so those are just completely quiet. But this one actually has audio. So you can click and drag that down if you don't want that audio in there. And then let's say this is already animated and has a title, but let's say I was going to add a title here. Let's say I wanted to freeze this. I could go up here to my tools. I could say freeze frame. And then I could say insert in movie. For 5 seconds is what the default is. So let's say I wanted to add some text here. I could go to text. I'm going to put that above it. Okay. You always want to put text and stuff above whatever you want it to be. You go up higher. That's the stuff that's closer to you. So it's going to show up. Okay, come on. Maybe I just have to double click on it to insert it in there. Drag and drop. Well, I've done that like 5 times now. Okay, there it goes. Okay, now with these motion titles, you can, and then over here it says opacity. I can just drop the opacity down so that it's completely opaque. And then you can also change the text. So like if I click on this text, I can go over here and I can change it to just dance. And for your audio, you could get this song, let's say, and I put my song down there, and you can click this little arrow here. And you can right click and say fade in or anything like that. Fade in audio, and that will fade it in. And and then let's say you have these sound effects. You can actually put sound effects above the footage, because obviously since there is no video, they're not gonna be on top, but you'll still get to hear the sound effects. So you can put that in, and you can cut these. Just click there and then click these little scissors, and that'll cut it. So then I can like delete that, or you know, let's say I wanted the song to end, I could take this to the very end, click here, click the scissors, and then delete this. And then I could do the same thing. I could right click here and I could say fade out audio. Now let's say you're done and you have your video exactly the way you want it. Next thing you need to do is come up here and go to export. You'll click devices. I by default always put it in full HD 1080p, so that's the 1920 by 1080. Don't click this one, click this one, 1920 by 1080. And then make sure that the destination for where you're saving it to is your desktop. So I always go here, click desktop, and then obviously you want to give your thing a name. If you've saved it, it's going to be the name of whatever you saved it. So if you've saved it already and you saved it as Spider-Man stop motion movie, it's already going to say that here. And then you just click save, and it'll take a while to export it. But once it's exported, it'll be on your desktop because that's where you told it to go. And it'll be a video, and it'll have the sound effects and all of that stuff, so it'll be fully ready to go. But that's a little bit about how to use Premiere, so hopefully that's helpful. I showed you how to use titles, how to add sound effects, how to freeze frame, how to fade in and out music and stuff like that, how to turn volume up and down in here. So that's kind of a crash course in using Premiere.